Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play series for EU4. As you can see on the screen, we're going to be playing as the Navajo again. I'm hoping I can take everything that we learned from our last game, apply it to this, and get off to a much better start here in this one. Hopefully we can survive the first onslaught of the Europeans showing up. There's a couple things that I have learned that are very specific, and I will get into those in just a moment. But let's go over this real quick. I do have all of the DLC installed. I'm actually doing the little subscription thing so that I have all of it, if that matters to you guys at all. Other than that, obviously we're totemist. No surprise there. We are a migratory tribe, so that is going to play into this quite a bit. In fact, I actually think that probably makes this a bit harder than some of the other nations. Very likely going to be a bit more of a challenge, because like these guys over here in the southeast, they're all settled tribes. In fact, we go look at the government types. We can see that they all have the settled tribe reform as that third option down. There's a couple of them maybe up here that don't, but most of these down here do. And obviously being a settled tribe means you don't have to worry about the devastation hurting your manpower. So when you're trying to build a federation, every time your devastation ticks below your other federation members, you will suddenly be the least powerful and you'll start losing cohesion points. So that's very bad for us. In fact, that also means that because we're not a settled tribe and all of these other guys in our cluster right here are settled tribes, that means we really can't invite any of these guys into our federation until we get settled down, because they're just going to be more powerful than us and we'll just never gain any cohesion points. We do have several other migratory tribes here. In fact, three very important ones for us. If I switch back over to the culture side of things, anybody that's of the Apache kind of culture, we are going to want into our federation. If we could get all three of them, that would be amazing. It's very unlikely that we'll get all three because of some very specific reasons. In fact, let me go ahead and close out my camera. The reason why these guys will probably not join us is that more than likely they're rivals with each other. So our goal is to get at least two of them in it, because if we get two of them into our federation, when we have three total, us included, we get actually bonus cohesion points for that. So if all we got was the two Apache nations for now, that would be a really good start to our federation, at least until we could get settled down and we could start going after some of the other ones. So that is going to be our goal. Get at least two of these, and I guess we can go ahead and spoil it for ourselves now and see if any of these guys are rivals. Actually, I hit the wrong button. Let's go here. You are rivals with Zuni and Pima. Okay, so Apache are an option. Mescalero, unfortunately, are rivaled with Lipan, so they are not an option. And then, of course, Lipan are rivaled with Mescalero. So, unfortunately, we can get Apache, but we can only get one of these other two early in the game. And if we lose Apache, then we're only going to be able to get one total anyway, because again, we can't get both of these. I was talking about earlier about a very important button to push as a native tribe, and that is down here on level 4. As soon as we can get next to a European colony, this is the button that I did not push in my last game, and I just didn't understand how it worked. Clicking this button will allow us to trade with foreigners, which means that we adopt their government type and also embrace all of their institutions. So instead of having to do all this slow spread that I tried to do in the last game, just clicking this button would just make it happen instantly. So that was my mistake. That was a huge mistake, and hopefully we don't make that same mistake again here. Anything else I need to talk about? I don't think so. Let's go ahead and jump right into this, and let's get some things set up. Obviously, the first day of any Paradox game is usually the longest day, so we're going to go through some stuff here. We are going to go ahead and rival. Looks like Zia and Azuni are going to be our rivals, because they've already rivaled us. We'll grab that. We are also going to go to our military. We're going to go ahead and increase it up to our force limit, which I believe is 4. That is correct. We also want to go ahead and go right in here and actually lower our army maintenance, because we're not expected to be at war with anybody just yet. Usually these guys stay a little bit passive for the first part of the early game. Beyond that, we do have enough for stability boost. So we are going to go ahead and come over here and grab a stability boost right away, because I also want to come over here to our decisions and grab all 3 of these early decisions that are going to last the entire game. The first one is less important than any of the other ones, at least early in the game, because we're not really going to be dealing with national unrest early. But I do kind of want to click this and just forget about it. So we're going to go ahead and do that. This one's pretty good, though. This one gives us a little bit of extra prestige, although it does increase our stability costs, which is why I went to do the stability first. Also, you have to be at stability 1 to hit some of these. And then this one's the last one, and this one's actually just really good one all around. It does reduce our stability costs back below what the other ones did increase, as well as giving us +1 prestige. So If our religion ever changes, this one will be removed. But for now, we will go ahead and go with that. So that does give us a good net overall gain of prestige, as well as a discount on our stability going forward. Other than that, oh my goodness, our leader is garbage. I mean, okay, he is garbage. 600 is really bad. I mean, we are immediately going to go ahead and focus on military. We got to keep this at least semi-balanced towards military because we don't want to get outpaced by our neighbors. The only good thing about him is this reform progress growth. So actually what we want is for him to die as soon as possible. In fact, what we're going to do is we're going to give our ruler military command. I don't know. Can he just die in training? I actually don't know. But we're going to make him a military commander because we'd like him to die as quickly as possible. We'll definitely turn him into an ancestor because that reform progress boost is great. But in the meantime, we really don't want him to be our leader. So we'll go ahead and make him a military commander just in case it makes a difference. Cool. And we will assign him here. And I think once we start drilling, there's technically a chance for him to die. But I don't expect him to die anytime soon. So it's very unfortunate that we got that leader. That is going to be rough. And we're going to get a lot of admin. So that's good, I guess. But, oof, those other ones. The other thing we want to hope for is that we have a diplo-rep person in here. We do not. That is very unfortunate. Now, we could go ahead and grab the improved relations guy. It's not near as good, I don't think, as the diplo-rep, because the diplo-rep's just upfront extra reputation with everybody. Whereas the improved relations, we actually have to click the button to improve relations to get that couple ticks. We will grab them. They're better than nothing, I suppose. But still, overall, we would have preferred to have the other one. I mean, I could have fired somebody and hoped we got somebody different in the month of December, but honestly, hiring that guy for a couple ticks is basically going to be the same because we should be able to see next month when somebody shows up. If we do see somebody next month, we might fire our current guy and hire them. All right, the next thing we want to do is go see if we can grab anybody currently for a federation. I don't think it's the case. It is not, but all three of the Apache nations are very close. Not quite close enough to get just yet, but very close. So we're going to go ahead and improve with all three of these. Just to make sure that we can hopefully grab them into our fold very soon. And again, hopefully get at least two of them because that would make things so much better if we could. All right, so that is that. Anything else we want to do before we click the unpause button? I don't think so. Nope. All right, we're going to go ahead and unpause and we're going to go ahead and get to the end of the month. In fact, we can go and go up to speed 3 to get to the end of the month, and that's going to be okay. All right, some people are already joining federations. That's fine. All right, there's the 1st of December. Apache are already in a federation with Mescalero. So we've already lost it. Wow. It's that fast. That fast. We lose it. I mean, it's not impossible for us to get them back, but that is very painful to lose them this quickly. We will still go for a lip in here, obviously, but there's no point for us continuing to improve relations with Apache or Mescalero right this second. We will have to circle back around to them later. Hopefully we can steal Apache from Mescalero at some point. It does feel a little bit unlikely right at the moment, but we will do our best. Oh, I didn't check to see if we had a diplo-rep person. We do not. I don't know when it resupplies, actually. So we'll go see if we can find anybody else. Now, again, we have to be very careful here because we don't want to invite people that are settled nations. Isleta is a settled nation. Okay, Owenga is a settled nation. Pima is not. So we can go ahead and improve with Pima and hope that we can get them on our side. They're nowhere near as good as the... I mean, just having 2 of these is worth more than like 6 of any of the other ones, right? Just from a cohesion standpoint. So it's very, very unfortunate that we lost the one and only other, Apache nation that we could have picked up, which is literally the Apache. What was the other one? So Shoshone, I think, was the other one that we can grab, potentially. Yeah, we'll go ahead and improve relations with them and see if we can get either of those guys to join us, because, I mean, something's better than nothing, although I'm still very disappointed we did not get those guys. Now, we could join the Mescalero Federation, and at least the Federation would gain a lot of cohesion points, but then we'd eventually have to rip it away from them down the road, and that's just... I don't know. It's going to be a little bit more work probably than we want to deal with. I honestly don't know which is the right path with that. If we just let them have it so that we get lots of points, or if we just really just own our own so that we can choose the right things from the beginning. The problem with them getting lots of points is that there's a good chance they pick things that we don't want them to pick. Yeah, we'll go ahead and be allies with you. That's going to be fine. Can we get Lippin yet? We cannot. Probably one more month we should be able to get Lippin. The good news is that they're not going to join the Apache Mescalero one because they hate Mescalero. But yeah, it's definitely set us back a bit more than I would have liked. Another alliance with Esleta. I don't know that I want this yet. Because we're going to have to break one of these down the road. If we want to get Pima or Shoshone. You know what? I guess we could break... we can grab one of those and break it. Okay, we'll do this. We'll grab these two for now. Just to be friends. And then we might just do these one at a time later. And that should be okay. Alright, let's get to February. Hopefully by February we can get Lippin on our side. If not, this is going to be awkward. Okay, we definitely... oh, see? Oh, man. This makes the Federation so much better. But again, we have to plan to steal it away from them somewhere down the road. Maybe that's okay. At least the Federation will be growing quickly. I mean, the problem is that I want unified warbands pretty quickly. And there's a good chance they won't go for that. But if we beeline towards settled tribes right away, then we will be able to flip this away from them. Unfortunately, we just don't have control. We don't have control to be able to grow it, is the problem. But it just means that we get so much more cohesion early on. I honestly don't know. I don't know what the right move here is. I think we're going to ignore this. We're going to say no. I don't know if that's the right answer or not, but I think we're going to say, I like being in control. What can I say? I'm a control freak, apparently. At least as far as this is concerned. All right, we can get Lippin on our side now, and this will make this a moot point. Because once we get Lippin on our side, obviously we can't join another federation. Anyway. All right, let's invite them to our federation. Now we at least have our own federation. Both of our federations are suffering a little bit right now because neither one of them has 3 total Apache nations in it, unfortunately. But you never know. Maybe someday we could... actually, it would not be impossible for us to steal him away. Really? Okay, well, as soon as we get our guy back, we're going to send him over here. It would not be impossible for us to steal you away from here. I mean, we could even offer an alliance and things. Oh, it's only once every 5 years. They still got 4 years before they can do anything. All right, well, then we won't worry about the Apache just yet. We will keep an eye on that here in a couple years and plan to improve relations with them and hope by then they still like us. But I'm kind of doubting that, to be perfectly honest. You guys aren't rivals or anything like that, are you? You have no rivals. You are rival to Shoshone, so we can't get both Comanche and Shoshone, but that's okay. But we could go after the Pawnee here, it looks like. So we will improve relations with them. Maybe we can get them on our side of things down the road. We will try. We do have a mission we can pick up. I'm not choosing to pick this one up because it's only going to last for 25 years. And it does give us a boost to morale of armies and land maintenance. Neither of which do we really need right now because we're not at war at the moment. A 50-50 chance that we get some tribal development growth. Or increased stability cost, which is not great, but we don't have an option. We don't have a choice here, right? We have to do one or the other. What did we get? Dedicated ruler. So tribal development growth. That's some free tribal development growth. I'll take it. Can't argue with that. That's for sure. All right. We do need to keep an eye on this because obviously as Lippin starts to move around, they will become more powerful on us temporarily. And that will be our trigger to migrate as well. All right. I think we can safely go up to speed 4, possibly even speed 5 at this point. Do I really need to grab... I might actually go ahead and fire this person. We really just needed them for early in the game to be able to get these guys into our federations right away. Yes, it's going to help with some of these, but it's really just a time saver, and it's going to take us so long to get these anyway. I can't imagine a month or 2 difference from getting the improved relations is going to be enough to make the decision. If they were going to join a federation, they would have already joined it, I guess is my point. And I think getting the little extra gold is going to be better for us at this point in time. So we'll go ahead and fire you and move on. Get a little bit of gold saved up. So that way when we do settle down, maybe we can buy a couple buildings. There are some very important buildings to pick up. These are all extremely bad. Wow. I I don't like the corruption and I don't like the government reform progress. I think we're going to take the stability loss, unfortunately. Which does mean I'm going to try and boost this back up again as soon as we get to 90. Because being positive is just generally good for us. Thankfully, we're able to get that right away. Wow, that's just painful, though. All right, I'm going to go ahead and speed 5. I don't think there's really much for us to do for several ticks here. Again, we do need to keep an eye on that when we get close to 49. Try to see if we can go after Apache again. I'm really hoping we can. That would make things so much nicer over the course of the game. We'll definitely grab the inflation here. Admin power I like. As these get close to maximum, we will take another look at them to see if we can flip them over to our side. Usually these have to be very close to maximum before we even have a chance, though. Looks like Lippin has already moved. Wow, that is very fast. All right, well, in that case, we will go ahead and migrate as well. Maybe not exactly what we want, but I don't want to lose out on cohesion points. I'm kind of surprised they moved that quickly, but that is okay. Let's check these other guys real quick. Apparently we can bring the Apani in now. That happened quicker than I thought. They must be like improving with us or something. Let's slow down first a couple ticks here. Okay. We will invite the Apani to our Federation. That'll give us a little bit more points. Nowhere near as much as what we're getting from the Lippin guys, but especially... Oh, wait a minute. Why are you stronger? Did you just move against well? Oh, no. I bet they're strong because I haven't... we still have autonomy. Never mind. Okay. I was going to say... I was like, why are they stronger? We literally just moved. But our autonomy has not ticked down since our move yet. Alright, so that's 2 down. Who is next on our list? Again, we can't get both of these. Kiowa, maybe. Yakuts, actually, usually we can get. So let's go ahead and go for Yakuts. They're the ones over here in California. So not too far away. Especially once we move again, we will actually be even closer, which will give us a little bit of a boost as well. Again, I do want to keep an eye on this because here in a little bit, we will want to start improving with the Apache. In fact, we probably want to improve now. Let's see. It's about 2 to 3, probably about 2 in relation per turn or per tick, which... Yeah, the sooner we improve... Is it 2 or how much is it per tick? Yeah, it was about 2. So the sooner we improve, the better. I mean, they might join us as soon as we can get an alliance with them, but I prefer not to have alliances with our Federation members if at all possible. Which of you guys is least likely to join us? Pima? Oh, they already have their own Federation, so we will ignore them. And then what about Shoshone? Are still okay? They're not likely right away, but maybe someday. So as soon as we get the Pima guy back, we will start improving with the Apache. There we go. Let's go Apache. And we'll see if we can get them to where we can steal them from Mescalero. That would be amazing. All right, not much for us to do except kind of speed along here. Yeah, we are gaining again. It was just the autonomy. Did we lose our leader? Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, this is definitely a better leader. That guy had 6 total pips. This guy has 10. So definitely better. He's still bad on military. Don't get me wrong. But better. I think we're still okay focusing on military. Because that is still his weakness. We do want to get us an ancestor, though. How much does it cost? 400 Diplo. This reform progress growth, though, would be really nice to have. So as soon as we can, I think we'll take that. Probably even before we do a Diplo technology, actually. We did lose stability, though. I should probably go ahead and get that back, unfortunately. Keep getting things that lose our stability. But I'm glad we lost our leader. He was very young. But still overall good for us. We will recall the diplomat here. I'm assuming you guys are not. They are! Wow, I'm actually surprised by that. They are not usually happy with me until I can get an alliance with them. By usually, I mean I've actually restarted this save a couple times to try and figure out what the right way to go about it is. That's why I do know that getting 2 Apache guys is very powerful. And I usually do, but this time not so much. So that's a little bit unfortunate. That's okay. I was trying to get the early start done. Okay, guys? Forgive me for practicing a little bit. Doing some test saves. Who is next on our hit list? I mean, our love list. Chinook, apparently. Really? Where are you guys at? Oh, you guys are way up there. If you would join me. I mean, you joined me in the last game that we played, right? Was it Chinook or was it Salish? I think it was Chinook. I can't remember. One of those two. Not a very useful Federation member, necessarily. But overall, not too bad. All right, we still got... What month in November? 49. Okay, so we got a whole another year and a half, basically, to wait. Make sure I'm not going too fast here. I'm missing some cohesion changes. We are missing a little bit now because Lippin has moved again. We're still gaining for the moment, so I'm going to hold off until maybe somebody else moves and we start losing. We'll just accept that we're at least still gaining something. I mean, some of these decisions here aren't really going to be super helpful until we can really become a settled tribe and like go to war and start taking people's land, things like that. So I'm not super stressed about us not gaining everything we can right this second. All right, we are in 49. We have got some fun relationship with you guys. You guys still would say no at the moment, which surprises me a little bit. Again, we might have to ally you just to get you on our side. I think that's definitely worth the ally slot for that, though. How about you? You are pretty far away, actually. You were close earlier. I mean, potentially as our relationship goes up, we might be able to grab you. Still gaining technically, so we'll again hold off on the move for just now. Just for now. Gain some prestige. I like prestige. That helps with our relations as well. We will recall our diplomat here. Yeah, maybe with the alliance you would join us. It's close. We only have 2, right? Yeah, we've only got 2. I think we still ally you and hope for the best. Even though it does use up one of our alliance slots, which I'm not super happy about. Actually, you know what? We're going to hold off until we get close. Well, it would be November 30th. So it's a month after you do the alliance thing that we can send somebody back again. So by October 30th, if you haven't gained enough, then we will potentially go that route. Slowing the game down just a little bit because I don't want to miss out on this. I don't think there's any point sending our diplomat out just yet because I'm actually about to use him. So we'll hold off. September. October. All right, 30th. All right. How close are you? Not close enough. All right, we're going to go and do the alliance. Hope that's enough. I'm not 100% sure. It's going to be close, but I'm not 100% sure that's going to be enough. Yeah, I still know. Let's try it. It was not. Ooh. It is so close. I mean, it might tick over at some point someday, you know, as they just like us better, we like them better, things like that. Just things like that happen. But for right now, it is not enough. Wow. All right, fair enough. That doesn't mean we lose an alliance slot. That's not what I want. I want to click on you, which we could use with these guys, because these guys would flip over to our side with an alliance. But I really don't want to cancel this alliance if we can help it. We might just cancel one of these other alliances. What are other alliances that we have? Okay, and Isleta. There's lettuce right there. I mean, they want some things. I mean, of the two of these, probably is lettuce, just because OK is right next to us, is lettuce probably the one I'm less concerned about. So I guess we'll dissolve this one for now. I'm not super stressed about it. Yeah, sure, they hate us, whatever. But that does mean we can go ahead and ally you guys. Because we don't have that more. Well, we might be able to get it through improved relations. We'll hold off. We'll see if we can get it through improved relations just alone. If we can, then that'll save us a little bit of a thing. I'm still okay with dissolving that alliance because I think we're still going to want that freebie alliance slot just to be able to do other things with. I haven't checked this in a couple ticks. Still okay. I'm just going to keep clicking in here and hoping for the best someday, you know? Have we looking here? Only 10 away. Can only gain 6 more reps, so it's unlikely that they will flip over to our side in any way. Gain stability, gain prestige. We will gain the prestige here, yeah, because that's going to be harder for us to gain then. We can get stability anytime. Man, I was really hoping for that. Got one more tick. We'll let the tick happen, and then we will do the alliance, and then we'll go from there. I mean, I don't think anybody else is going to be competing with us for them anyway. Which actually does mean that we could just wait. Because at some point, there's a good chance that we will have enough friendship with each other. Or maybe we move a little bit closer, things like that. But no, I'd rather just have the ticks right now, I think. Yeah. Let's just offer this alliance. We'll go from there. And we will be able to invite to a federation in 1 month. Which does mean we do have a free advisor or free diplomat, so... Oh, Chinook would join us too. They'll join us just straight up. Perfect. We will grab them. And in July 2nd, we will grab you. Or not. What? Why? Weird. Okay, well, we'll keep an eye on things. Then let's go after whoever's next on our list. I mean, still the Apache would be amazing. But no. I like that we get a negative because Apache is not Navajo, but we're still also the same culture group at the same time. A little weird, but that's all right. I mean, we've lost a little bit of rep, but not much, so that's not really the reason here. Well, then, who else? Blackfoot? I don't know if I've ever had them in my stuff. Where are you guys at? You guys don't have any rivals, no possible rivals, so we'll improve relations with you. You never know. And then who else was it? I think Kiowa? You do have a rival. It's Arapaho, which we are not going to be dealing with, so at least not anytime soon. So we're not going to worry about that rivalry. Anybody else that's even close? Choctaw, maybe. You are rivaled with several people. Actually, you know what? I should check real quick before I go crazy. Where are these guys? Kiowa, are you guys settled? You are not. And then Blackfoot. Oh, that was the Blackfoot one. Blackfoot's up here? No. Blackfoot's right. Oh, there, I see them. They're the big one. They're also migratory. That's good. And then, so what was the other one that I was looking at just now? Choctaw, which are way down here. I'm assuming they're settled. I don't even see them. Oh, they're right there. Yeah, so they're going to be settled. There's no reason why they wouldn't be. So in that case, I mean, for now, we'll go back to Yakuts and just, I guess, maintain with them just for a few ticks. And hope that we can get them relatively soon. All right, how are we looking over here on cohesion? Gaining still. We get some opinion. Too bad it's not for the Apache. I think we'll take the military power. It's going to be more helpful because we're going to be moving around quite a bit, and that does take up military power to do. A couple more ticks, and we will make our ancestor, or pick our ancestor so that we can get that extra reform progress. There we go. That's actually exactly what we're looking for. 400 to make him, and I think that's going to be worth it because we will... We do too. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. I'm looking at admin. I was like, wait a minute. We do too. All right, guys. Just before I unpause, I can't believe we're so close to these guys. Not quite there. 2 more ticks. 1 more tick, I guess, now of diplomacy. All right, there we go. Now we can make an ancestor out of you. I click the right button. I mean, that 15% growth progress, especially this early, is going to be pretty nice, I think. It's weird that it doesn't show up here. I'm assuming it's just, yeah, I was going to say, you just need to tick over. Nice. Like us, please like us. Why won't you like us? You too. There's 2 people out here I want to like us. There's no gifting actions or anything like that, is there? Can't do royal marriages. I mean, we can offer knowledge sharing, but I don't think that does anything. I don't think sharing maps makes a difference. I mean, we can try. We're obviously not using the Yakutsk guy right now anyway, so I don't think that does anything like happy. But you never know. They will gain prestige. So, I mean, we will lose prestige, which is not what we want. So never mind. We can send a gift. We just don't have that much money. I mean, this would help us get... I mean, the smallest amount, 25, would improve it by 25. Any more than that does not seem to make any difference. But 25, just pure relationship, I don't think it's going to be enough. No, it doesn't look like it will. It'd be enough to get these guys over here. I mean, part of me wants to do it just because, why not? Yeah, why not? Let's see what happens. I honestly just don't know what's going to happen. Also give subsidies, which improve relations by a percentage per year up to maximum of 15. Let's send a gift first. It would be worth 25 ducats to get them on our side, I think. It's a lot of ducats early in the game, but let's go for that. I don't think that'll be enough to even remotely close to it. Oh no, we're capped at 200. I didn't think about that part. Yep, that's fine. No biggie. I mean, it's okay that I did it. I'm not upset that I tried that because that was worth trying, but I didn't think about the fact that we were that close to 200 as well. Yep, that's fair enough. That makes sense. What are we going to do now then? I mean, again, we could do it with Yakuts because they would... They do have exactly 25 space left, which means they would put them over on the Federation side of things. They're less valuable to me than the Apache, though. So, the Apache's worth more than just 0.05 cohesion. They're worth, like, you know, 40 cohesion or something like that, because that gives us 3 Apache nations total. I think we'll hold off on the gifts with the Yakutsk guys. We'll get them eventually. Who should I be improving with at this point? We're already going for Blackfoot. We're already going for some of these guys. Choctaw, did I Oh, those are the ones that are settled, so we don't want to go for them. Honestly, we might just improve with people nearby. Just improve with some neighboring countries for now. Oh, wow. We're just way over time. All right. I usually try to make the first episode about 30 minutes, and I went 5 over that. We'll go ahead and put a cut in there. When we come back, I don't know. We'll eventually, maybe, possibly get the Apache on our side. It would be so big if we could, but definitely seems to be harder than I would like at this point. So we'll see what happens. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.